the quality of the pictures, the nice editorials, as well as seeing the entrepreneurs and the businesses that we have locally. It's something that you can put on your coffee table, keep at home, when you're sitting relaxing, just actually pick it up and scan through it. It's very nice to see the editorials for local businesses, hear their stories, and understand the businesses more. I would recommend other businesses advertise in Fine Lifestyles magazine.
I like it because it looks like a sort of cosmopolitan kind of magazine. Well, radio we thought we'd try. It's instantly forgotten if you even hear it at all. It was affordable, and we like the fact that it sits around and people share it for quite a while after you've paid your money, really. I would recommend Fine Lifestyles to other businesses because it's got a great shelf life, it's great value for money, kind of makes you feel a bit famous too for a while.
We've had former customers who had kind of forgotten about the store have come back to us as a result of that, and new customers as well. It is very cost efficient, and it hits a very large market base in Saskatoon, so I would definitely say that it's a very good way of advertising your business. Well, J. Michael's is predominantly we are a chain store, and we don't usually do a lot of local advertising. So for me to sell this to my head office was, you know, it required something that was quite impressive.
It was almost like a wow factor from a few of the people, especially the people from a distance. You know, they hustled into the store. You know, I guess my expectations of this magazine were pretty high from the get-go, and they more than met those expectations. To get the responses that we got from Fine Lifestyles, though, was immediate. So therefore, we feel that we got out there, we reached the people, and that's a great return on the investment.
Opposed to like radio, where you can kind of tune it out, you don't necessarily always hear all of the ads. And with newspaper, I don't know, you get super tiny ads for a really big cost. I mean, I always made a point to ask people when they would come in, oh, how'd you hear about us? And they'd always say, oh, I saw you in the Fine Lifestyles. I absolutely found it cost effective. For what we got 4 pages, and for the amount of exposure that it gave us, I would do it again in a heartbeat.
Well, I found the magazine to be extremely tasteful and professional, and one that I really believe that my target market would find very appealing. For the amount of time that you're in the magazine and that it has shelf life, I believe it was a really great investment. I have referred lots of clients to Fine Lifestyles magazine, and will continue to do so. I was really happy with it.
I've been in business for 20-some years. I've done all kinds of advertising. The shelf life is much longer than a newspaper article, which is 1 day. I just think it's well worth the money.
When I first saw the Lifestyle magazine, I was very impressed with the quality. It was outstanding. The ad definitely worked for us, and I know a few other people that had ads in the magazine and loved it. Yeah, they had great responses too. The value of the ad definitely was worth every penny.
I think it actually makes people aware of businesses they maybe don't know exist. The response was excellent. I heard a lot of people phoned and came in, and it was good. Actually, it did exceed my objective. It's not something like the local daily paper where you look at it and the next day it's in the recycle. People tend to hang on to it, and I see it on people's coffee tables.
I always thought it was a great magazine. It's one that I always held on to into my home. Every time customers come into our store, we do ask how they know about it, and a lot of the clientele has said it's because of the Fine Lifestyles magazine. 100% I would recommend it to any local business in Saskatoon. As I said before, I think the response that we got from it exceeded our expectations.
Anything like that, just go ahead and do so. So I'm just going to start. If you want to stop at any time, just say, I didn't like the way I answered that, anything like that. Just go ahead and do so. We'll just anytime just say, I didn't like the way I answered that, anything like that. Just go ahead and do so. We'll just I didn't like the way I answered that, anything like that. Just go ahead and do so. We'll just
I think it's given retailers and restaurateurs and car dealers, etc., a classy way of presenting their message. I think we got pretty good response. It's going to the right demographic. I'm continuing to advertise with them, so that's why I think it's working well. Most of the companies in there are very high quality, so it's nice to place yourself amongst that company.
I believe it really fulfilled my expectations, yes. I would definitely recommend this form of advertising.
So definitely reached out to people that maybe we'd never reached before. The magazine definitely did meet our objectives. I still to this day see the older magazines still laying around. You advertise in a newspaper and they view it for those couple days, week maybe at the most, and in the garbage it goes.